everyone, this is Momo. It's my first episode, and today we're going to be using the Paisley cartridge, and we're going to be doing the little frog on page 36. I like him because he's smiling and it gives me a good opportunity to use some googly eyes, which I love. So we're going to go ahead and do this little frog with a little heart in the inside. I've already gone ahead and cut him out. I cut him out at 3 inches. And I cut out all the little layers, a little belly and the heart, and it comes with some little eye, to put around his eyes and some other little things. So we're going to put them together in a little bit. I already cut out the card base that I'm going to use. I'm going to use a light pink to match the heart on his belly. And basically this is just an 8.5 by 11 paper cut in half. So it's 5.5, it's 5.5 by 11, and then you fold it in half, and you have 5.5 by 4.25. And this is a standard A2 size card, which fits in an A2 size envelope. Okay, I've cut 2 layers out. I did the green to match the frog, and this is cut out at 4 by 5.25, and that'll go right on top of the pink. And then I have a second layer, which is a purple. And this one is cut out at 3 3/4 by 5, and that'll go on top of the green paper. Okay, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna Cuttlebug half of this because I want to have space to put this smile stamp at the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Let's Cuttlebug it. I'm gonna use the Swiss Dots embossing folder, and we're going to do the sandwich. First is going to be your A plate, then a B plate, and then I'm going to emboss about that much. Yeah, about that much. Okay, and then we're going to put in our embossing folder and then our second B plate. I think I stuck that in a bit too much. I'm going to run that through, and you get that kind of little effect there. Let's put this aside. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this down to the green just because I like the ribbon to go across the entire, the 2 layers, whatever the layers are. Sometimes I do 3 layers, sometimes I do 2. I'm going to use some mono adhesive because I ran out of my ATG tape, hint hint hubby. And we're going to put this down. Okay. And then I'm going to use some of this pink satin ribbon. I get my ribbon at Walmart or Joann's. They have a good selection. Joann obviously has a larger selection, but Walmart has a good selection of spool ribbon. And then we're going to run this across. I like taping my ends in the back and then tying the bow in the front. I learned this from Robin, my pink stamper. She calls it the cheater method, and I just think it's way easier than running the whole card, because sometimes when you run the whole card it's not tight enough, or it doesn't stay well, or the bow doesn't work right, or something's always wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this down, and then you just kind of do a little knot around like this. Make sure and then I like to burn my edges just so that it doesn't fray. I'm not sure how fire is going to look on the camera, but I just have a regular lighter, and I'm just burning the edges of my ribbon, and what it does is it hardens it so that it won't fray if you keep tugging at it or anything like that. I think, hold on, sorry. Just trying to adjust the little ribbon. Okay, so there we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and stamp this little smile. This is an Inka Dinka Doo stamp. I got it at Michael's, and I'm using Versamark Dazzle and in the champagne color, and I like it just because it gives it kind of like a shimmer effect once you emboss. So we make sure that it's nice and smooth. And then before I go ahead and stamp, let me get it yet. I can find it. Here we go. This is a dryer towel, like the little downy ones or something. And what I do is I rub it before I stamp it, and what it does is it helps the embossing powder not stick to the paper after you stamp. Okay. And then I just have a little scrap piece of paper that I keep handy, basically, and I fold it and I put the embossing powder, and then I just funnel it back into the little bottle. Okay, and then what I do is I just kind of go like this, and funnel it back. Little ribbon. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our heat gun. I don't know if you can see that there. This is clear embossing powder, so it's just going to show on the purple as a darker shade of it. See? So it has a little bit of a shimmer and it's lifted, but that's really pretty. And then our little froggy, once we get them all shaped up, kind of go here. I'll probably move the ribbon over. Actually, let's go ahead and move the ribbon over because I forgot that I wanted the froggy on this side of the card and the smile with the ribbon. So I went ahead and did that. And then what we're going to do is now we're going to go ahead and put our little froggy together. Get him. Now what I'm going to do to put him together is I'm going to use my Zig 2-way glue pen. And I'm going to put his belly on first. Let's do that. Now I was going to do a shadow on him. I actually wanted to do a black shadow on him. But when I cut it out at the 3 inches, I realized that the shadows on the Paisley cartridge are just like the shadows on the Hello Kitty Greetings cartridge, which are like very super oversized. So I decided not to go with it. But if I don't have a ribbon or a bow on it, next time I'll probably do the shadow, because I do like that big shadow like the Hello Kitty, just not with a card that has like a bunch of ribbon and bows and stamps and stuff like that. I just like to keep it a little more simple. I think his little eyes. And then I don't know what these little pink things are supposed to be, but they're part of his layers, and he has like little how to explain it. They like the Cricut, when you cut the Paisley images out, it has little notches. So you kind of know where all the layers are supposed to go, which is super duper duper helpful. But I'm not really sure. I think they're just supposed to be like little wings or like little just decorative pieces, just to kind of make him look a little more cartoony. That's what I love about the Paisley cartridge, is that it's very cartoony like.